Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So here we go. We're going to let the message begin, and where we go from here, nobody knows, all right? But that's the way the story goes. We change the way you look at things, and the things you look at completely change. This next season is all about freedom. The path you choose finally chooses you. Puzzle pieces fitting together. Nothing left will be unused, mistreated, or abused. Welcome to the holy sanctuary. Lovingly, the new you. That was the message that completely came through for you guys, and that's exactly what the video is about. But there is more that is there, and it's passing a season of doubt is what they're saying. So the things that are coming through, or the way that you're changing things, you're changing the perception, but also the universe is finally in alignment for you and with you. So the things and the opportunities that once passed you by, of course, they're coming back around again and giving those things some type of new try or another try, because your perspective has changed, okay? And there's more strategy to this game, because you're using more of the intuition at play. You're also able to see the way that the seasons change. And when they say the seasons change, they're talking about the time shift and the time jumps and where you're at from which you came. And you're all remembering from which you came. It's all been about reawakening. And it's been simultaneously happening your entire life, since whatever certain time. And this next season is all about freedom, the liberation of the mind, the liberation of the subconscious, because that's where, quote unquote, hell exists. Because when you personify that in your mind, which is the subconscious that you've had to learn to move through in due time, and you have moved into that season, it was a cycle of treason. It was a cycle of treason that you caused upon yourself. And if you think these are my words, you better go figure it out for yourself. Because those that know me, I don't speak like this. It just comes through that fluidly. That's called alignment. That's called nothingness. When you're in the state of nothingness, everything exists. The omnipresence, the I am, the energy, which is the interconnection to you, me, and everything times 3. But yet you personify it as one way or one thought process to be. And that's the mentality of the subconscious that you have had to work through in the personification of what you think you are versus what truly is going on by far. They're showing me wheels turning on a car. I will explain to you everything that I am seeing and everything that I am hearing and everything that I am feeling, because it occurs simultaneously, and this is just the word. There's wheels turning on a car, and it's not spinning wheels. It's wheels moving forward finally. It's wheels moving in action. This is the action, the opportunity of the wheel, right? Okay, thank you. The wheels on the car relate to the karmic wheel, okay? And it's the opportunities for you to do something with it. These are the gifts of sustainability. These are the gifts of the new reality. The things that you are in alignment to receive, not because it's not because it's financial stability, because it's overall peace and harmony that brings the abundance to thee. It's the nothingness, which is the everythingness. It's the knowing that the spiritual journey is not about healing. It's about releasing expectation and emotions connected to people, places, and things, because those people, places, and things and those feelings that reside are only keeping the true you hidden inside, because they're personifications and imprints that you think that you have to consume and assume. Because why? You are a walking energetic imprint. If that hit you the way it hit me, Everything that you thought you were, and everything that you thought you were going to be, and everything that you thought this reality was, is what personified thee, which made up the reality to be, which is not the true reality. It was the reality personified by thee, because of the implications that were placed upon thee. It wasn't all you, it wasn't all me. Because we had to learn discernment, not surrender. Surrendering is discernment, if you haven't learned it yet. Surrendering is discernment, if you haven't learned it yet. Whatever it is, it's worth the risk. Whatever it is, it's worth the risk. This is the next season. It's all about freedom. The path you choose finally chooses you. The path that you choose finally chooses you, because you're in alignment to see it and receive it. But you couldn't see it and you couldn't receive it because you couldn't perceive it, because of the energetic imprint placed upon you. You broke the cycle. You. Not me. You. We will always empower you. I may teach you. I may bring truth. But that's because I'm the vesicle. I get to be the vehicle and the vesicle. You're coming into the new reality. Your new reality finally chooses you, because you're able to see and hear and see between the lines too. And things will fade in due time, is what was just said. Nothing left will be unused, mistreated, or abused. Welcome to the holy sanctuary. Lovingly, the new you. The Fool. All masks off. Nothing but authenticity will come through, and nothing but authenticity in originality. You can taste it. Whatever this passion is, whatever this desire is, whatever this risk is that you're willing to take and to make. Because it's like make it or break it, right, baby? Make it or break it, right? You didn't come here to go without a fight. But now it's not a fight, because it's within your sight. Because you can see it, you can feel it, you can taste it. You just can't touch it yet. It's right there. It's that Ace of Pentacles. It's about to drop in the air. The moon. The moon is about illumination. It's the path being illuminated, the new path. Your new destiny being illuminated. Yeah, you may be sitting here going, oh, well, this is that and this is this, because you're taking your knowledge and wisdom from past experiences. This is an unknown path. You don't know where this is going. You don't know where this is leading you. But you have the kahunas to fucking do it. It's worth the risk, is what they're saying. The balance. Look, the way they're holding their hands. They're holding their hands above the full moon and below it. And you all knew that this full moon was huge. You know that the earth was in alignment with Jupiter yesterday. It wasn't just because of the numbers of the 1212 portal that was big yesterday. It's because of the planetary alignment too. You can't be tricked now. There's no fooling you. Your intuition and your connectedness is so deep within you. The only ones that are fools are those that misjudged you and misplaced you, because they can only personify you in one way. not in the 12th dimension from which you came. They can only see one side of you, just like sometimes you can only see the one side of me, not because I hide, but because it's a screen. And you're not here with me every day watching universal alignment at play. But I try to teach it and share the experiences with you in order to show you how it's working. If I was not in direct alignment to receive the message, I don't show up. That's God's work. That's God's message. This is why there's not 4 or 5 videos pumped out a day. Because I don't play upon false energy. I play in the truth of reality, which is God's reality. Not the one that they play in. But the way that they have personified thee is what multituded that limiting belief. Your parents, your friends, your whatever shot down your dreams. Are you sure that's what you want to do? Oh no, I don't think you should do that. That's not safe for you. I don't know. Edgar Allan Poe. Taking what he had and making something of it. The magician. You're in alignment. You're alchemizing it. Now it's about physically bringing it to reality. Don't worry how you do that. You're already in alignment to receive it. You don't have to ask me. This is me empowering you to lean on you in the path of discernment for you. I will do an energy exchange of a message that you may need from your ancestors or spirit or God to give you the message. But I'm not going to read you and tell you what you already know. That's stupid, because that's not the way this goes. It's the risk. It's the discernment. Knowing what you can and cannot do, what's right and not right for you. It's that boundarified place. It's the nostalgia taking place. You don't know what you're doing. Go to my website. I'm telling you, go support spirit. This is not me that makes these things up. This is spirit. This is God. The formula to life. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. That's divine destiny. That's divine intervention. That's the karmic wheel here. But you're not in apprehension. You're not in scarcity. You're not in worry. You're not in fear. You're only open to receive it. Bam. Thank you. That's it. You just had to be in alignment to see it. That's how the universe works. Remember when they always say patience, 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 trust? You had to surrender to trust. You had to surrender to the universe. You thought the universe was playing dirty tricks on you and teaching you a lesson. No, it was moving you into alignment with your blessings. Because anything that is removed from you, you don't need to grieve. You just need to know it's part of your new reality, because it's the universe working in tandem with you to move you in that alignment coming through. There's nothing that you have to do unless the 3D world physically says, I have to go fill out this paperwork, or I have to go take care of this. The opportunities will come to you. They always do. But you're so worried about not making it through and them not coming to you and you missing it and blah, 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 blah. And this person's bullshit and that person's bullshit and that person's bullshit, because you can't perceive it. Now you're in the state of nothingness, the Christ consciousness, the universal alignment, the knowing, the seeing. Change your perception and your reality changes. The fool. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Because you didn't know that you were doing that thing at the time that you did the thing, because the thing you didn't know yet to understand it. The inner G, the inner God, that's who you are. You are a primordial being. And way more than that in which you are perceiving. Why do you think they've come after you time after time after time after time after time? To shut your light off. Because if you knew how powerful you were down to the atom, and knew how to use that energy for your benefit, it's only a ticking time bomb that reality changes because we've changed it. You're the light. Find it. You were born to create. You were born to have fun. You were born to the light. That's where it begun. Frequency turned to words. Left your voice unheard. Frequency turned to words. Left your voice unheard. You could not hear God's frequency. You could not hear you. You could only hear the reality that you could only perceive. And now, you hear God. You hear you. You hear the energy. Welcome to the holy sanctuary. The new you. Good? Can I breathe? Okay. Thank you for allowing me to be the vesicle, the vehicle, the voice, sometimes the voice of reason. I get to be here because of you. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here either, because I'd have no reason to show up. So thank you. Thank you for your support from me to my team. Thank you for your support from me to God and back to you. Nothing but blessings upon blessings upon blessings in this new era, in this new season, and this new future to each and every one of you. Whether you know me, whether you don't know me, whether you see me through a screen or this is your first time seeing me. Thank you for moving through every single thing that you have. I am proud of you because I knew what it took for me to get here. To be able to sit here for over 23 years. And it's only just begun. So thank you for your time and allowing me to be a part of your space to receive whatever it was you needed to receive today. So thank you. Great Spirit. Universal alignment. There's no such thing as coincidence. The magic is real. You just had to remember it. Listen. Thank you. So, I'm going to read this one more time and then we're going to close out this circle. And anybody that does need a message from their team, from God, to give them any type of confirmation or any type of energy healing that you may need, it's an energy exchange. Whatever that means to you, whatever that worth is to you, whatever your energy is worth to you to receive whatever you need to receive, that's the energy exchange that will be received. So if you donate $5, if you donate $10, if you donate $20, if you donate $33, that'll tell me everything I need to know on what it is that you need in your reality. That's it. All right. Thank you guys for being here today. And I will put this up on YouTube as well. So any of you that missed the collective message in full embracement, I will download it as soon as TikTok will allow me. And I will put it up on YouTube. And if you miss my elemental readings, I apologize. We've had a family emergency and this week's been kind of hectic for us. So we've had to overcome some family trials and tribulations ourselves in this family. So we've had a dear family member, a stepson of mine, that has crossed over this time. So allow us to have our time. And we thank you for all your love and all your support as we move through this space with you. So thank you. For you, little man. For you. No, my YouTube is Four Corners Healing 37. It is linked in the bio there as well. So the manifestations of the new world. I love you too, Bam. It's nice to see you. Nice to have you. This, the travel. It's you guys. It's you guys traveling into the new world. It's you guys making that come through. It's you guys traveling through that space. It's you guys doing what needs to be done in order to embrace what it is that you need to embrace. Right? It's you completing that cycle, but jumping into the new. Because when you have this card, it's about jumping. It's the 10-10 plus the 1, the 21. So you have 10-10 there, okay? Which is closing out a double cycle. And there's a new beginning there, okay? That's the manifestations. But see, the manifestations aren't coming through because of you being in none other than alignment to receive it, to perceive it, because that's what you've done. You've had to work through whatever it is that you've had to work through in order for that to move the wheel. Whatever that was. Whatever that was, whatever you needed to heal, whatever needed to be revealed. This is why Pluto went from Capricorn into Aquarius, to reveal parts of your destiny so you could start and step into it, to be in alignment with it. And then you realize there's not much that you have to do but be in alignment with it. And that was the universe trying to pull that through. And you have now come to alignment to see it, to receive it, to be it. So this is you knowing the holy sanctuary is you. That's what you had to teach yourself. That's the revelation that's coming through, that you've always been connected. But the connection was, quote unquote, taken away from you because the frequency and vibration of your perception was the only thing that could come through, not God's frequency, not God's alignment, not God's destiny that you contracted here to come be and do. And now you can, because you've moved through that again and again and again and again. You can call them karmic cycles. But really, it's just the universe showing you what you don't need to do, what does not come to you, what does not belong to you. That's how you move in alignment for what is for you. But you really don't have to do anything but allow the surrender of the universe to go, this, not that, this, not that, this, not that, because it will fall in your lap. So in that space, you now understand the alignment, which is the energy embrace. And it's now that the alignment of energy for you to receive in your reality, whatever it is that you need to receive, you're getting paid back times 10. How do I break that down? Okay. Because your personification of what abundance is had to change. Because we've all been structurized to be in a survival mode, to be in worry, to be in fear, to not have, to not this, to not that, okay? So the survival mechanism of the worth had to change, which also was the reality of the perception of the exchange. Thinking that you have to, I gotta, which is part of that worry and part of that fear that keeps you from not seeing and not hearing when the alignment is near. That's part of the energy exchange, because you know how that is now for you to, I'm hearing it's like water under a bridge. Okay, thank you. It's coming back times 10 because you see the abundance of how the universe is working with you rather than only perceiving it as a financial thing. I was going to hold up a coin, but they're all on the altars. I don't have one in my hand. Sorry. But it's the way that you perceive abundance. It's the way that you personify the financial system. You didn't see yourself as abundant. You didn't see yourself as abundant in love, or abundant in God's protection, or abundant in God's light, or abundant in God's gifts, right? And you met those gifts that were bestowed upon you in apprehension, thinking that it was something wrong that you were doing because of a spiritual identity crisis. Now, those things had to be removed, but they could only be removed by all the underlying, like all the surface level, traumas that came with it, to really drive that wound in there deep. Because just because it's a generational imprint doesn't mean that you have to accept it, right? And there were a lot of you that broke those generational imprints that said, no, I do not accept this. That's the power of the message. Thank you very much. So the way that you receive it, the way that you perceive it. That's why they say stay open. Because if there's, you know, that saying of like the door, one door closes, another one opens. It's always been happening simultaneously, but you couldn't necessarily feel it as you shifted through these presences, as you shifted through the timelines.